Alright, so Drake was right when he said there's really no code of ethics out here.
Anyone will take shots at you, yeah.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm so used to watching your videos that after you just said that opening one, I was waiting on the intro. I was waiting on the intro music start. In my mind, I heard that.
Yeah. Well, what's on that to the other side?
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Thanks for having me.
I
feel so special.
Good, good. You're supposed to be. Okay, well, this is just an opinion, but we're going to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need an alternate perspective just to make sure you're not tripping. So, well, who we have here today is Drake.
What to do, everybody?
Drake's been my brother for 22 years. So, if anything, he follows this rap stuff a lot more than me. So, just get on into it. What we're going to talk about are snakes and snakes in rap. Yeah. And also, is it really even... Have rappers lost their touch with, their, sense of... There is, like I said, no code of ethics. There's no code of ethics at all.
There really isn't.
And then, like, with those black code of ethics, everybody says, like, nothing's off limits with beef and stuff like that. Mm. But now we're seeing that there really are some things that are off limits.
There are, like talking about somebody who's about to die when you don't,
Yeah.
Somebody's about to die soon.
Yeah.
Talking about somebody, everybody talk about everybody's dad for some reason. Dad really gets no love. He gets no respect.
I think dads are fair game because when you think about it, nobody really gets their dad a good Father's Day gift.
Yeah, dad always gets the last minute, oh shit, I forgot I was supposed to. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like dads are fair game.
Yeah.
But everybody loves their mom.
Yeah.
Except Eminem.
But he tries her himself, so it's like,
Exactly, nobody else is doing that.
Exactly. But yeah, I think when it comes to how was going to address it, how Pusha T addressed Drake's, parents. Mm-hmm. Well, his mother really. Mm-hmm. Like he cut deep on like a Dr. Phil type level.
Yeah.
Like what did he say? Should never be loved or something.
Right. Yeah. She never found love. She never been married or something like that.
Yeah.
And and that just goes into like what we're talking about now because, like I said, when that came out, it was hard hitting, mm-hmm. And it was really disrespectful.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said in my last video, like it's a memorable song, mm-hmm. But it's only memorable as remember that song Pusha T did when he said Drake had a kid and talked about his parents and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's really nothing in the song that was just like memorable,
right?
Like memorable,
mm-hmm.
Like even the same with Duppy Freestyle, but Duppy Freestyle. Of course, I only listened to like 4 times. I haven't listened to it in a while.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while. Like I feel like a lot of the tracks now that kind of come out,
yeah,
they're kind of
for the moment.
Yeah, like I've yet to hear a hit 'em up.
Right, or no Vaseline or anything like that, and that's why
like timeless disc.
Right, and back to back, that could go down as timeless like from 10 years from now because it had, like I said, it had things like You Remembered. It had Trigger Fingers Turn to Twitter Fingers. Yeah. Is that your world tour or your girls tour? Like it had. I'm not saying like you win the battle just because you have, catchy phrases.
Right.
But it helps because it leaves an impression.
It did, it's, typically whenever somebody's roasting somebody,
yeah,
you can say some of the wackest stuff,
yep.
But it's how you say it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And when he said trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, there's so many different levels as to how that went. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think Back to Back is one of the greatest diss tracks of all time. No. Like to me, it's not even.
It's not in the top 5.
It's not in the top 5. But just for the influence on the culture, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that people don't diss anybody. Everybody's friends nowadays. Yeah. Everybody is there. One thing, even though I think that Drake should kind of pick his battles when it comes to dissing. I think that I do like his approach, and his willingness. And there's very few rappers who are actually willing to battle. Everybody's like it's like the NBA. Everybody wants to be friends now.
Yeah, and you think you ever wonder like why people just specifically target Drake of all people? Because looking back at it, Drake never really disses anybody first. Anybody that's had an issue with him has said something like Common, Meek Mill, Pusha T. Nobody remembers how that started.
He's an easy target.
Yeah.
Drake is extremely. I mean, come on, let's think about it. Number one, he started off on Degrassi.
Yeah, that's very easy to make fun of.
Very easy to make fun of.
He's Jewish.
Yeah, he's Jewish. He falls in love so easily, and he sings about it all the time.
He tripped on stage when he first came out.
Right, you really want to know, does Kiki really love him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he's from Canada, and he's owning the rap game in the United States. You know what I'm saying?
So, do you think it's because of they feel a little intimidation, or it's kind of like, because I was about to say, how Will Smith came in and everybody was making fun of him because he didn't curse. But, of course, Will Smith and Jazzy Jeff, they weren't really relevant after their second album anymore.
No, I mean, but by that time, see, Will understood. He understood the decline of it. See,
yeah.
Jazzy Jeff will always be a cold DJ. He's still a cold DJ to this day. So
they can't lose that.
Yeah. So that was like what Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff. That just happened to be something that just catapulted him. But he was already, well known, so it was cool for him. Will kind of saw like, okay, I'm kind of fizzling out now, but I like what I have, so let me continue to make this rise. When it comes to Drake, it's like Drake almost can't lose, and so it's easy. It makes it easy for people to want to attack because they're like, this guy is winning. No, like if Kendrick was in Drake's position right now, nobody would go. I mean, nobody goes to Kendrick now,
right?
But nobody really would go with Kendrick because he has he's broke damn near it seemed like every record,
right?
Everybody knows him. Everybody singing his song. Everybody doing challenges to his songs.
And you know what? Everybody that hates Drake are the very people that critique his albums, which means they listen to it.
Yeah. It was funny because after Pusha T killed Drake.
Yeah, and like I said, he did do it, but it was like,
at what cost he had to go to do it.
Yeah, because like I said, he did kill him, but at the same time, he didn't kill him the way you're expected to kill somebody. Like if you're a rapper and our job is to rap. Our job is to show people this is why I'm better than you and everything. Right. This was, like I said, on more along the lines of, it's not, because the song's not going to be remembered as, oh man, you killing Drake. Like, it's only remembered as Pusha T living up to his name, pushing some tea about Drake's business.
That was clever. I like that.
and that goes to, like, why we started this video with snakes and stuff like that. Now we got all this extra information about how he got it. Like, just go in, like, talk about that.
I feel like he used a car to kill a roach. You know what I'm saying? Like he used, he had it's a roach, instead of me stepping on it or something like that. He's like, oh, let me go run over it. I don't know if that analogy makes sense, but it's like, I feel like you say, kind of, it got away from, it didn't have like, it wasn't like he showed off rap skills or anything like that.
Right. It was kind of like he got something and he was like really excited to use it, and he just went ahead and just dropped it and just like, I'm gonna let everybody know, like, right now, like, even though he said he still had more to say, I don't think he had more to say.
I don't think he had any more to say.
Because honestly, like I said, you know, you doing interviews and stuff
Yeah.
after a rap battle, and that's what goes into like how he got it. Like now we're just finding out that Drake met up with Kanye in Wyoming.
Major plot twist.
Exactly. He was writing down. Drake wrote stuff for Kanye's album, which I did not like. Like I gave it a 3 out of 5, but now thinking back on it, it was 23 minutes.
Yeah, this whole art form, 7-song album.
It's not art.
I mean, here's the thing. I feel like Daytona, that was. And let me say this, because I always like to give this disclaimer, especially when you're talking about Drake.
Yeah.
I'm a Pusha T fan. I'm not like die hard Pusha T, but I am a Pusha T fan. You know, I like his music. I look forward to his albums coming out.
I've been listening to Cruel Summer, and there are about 8 other people with on that.
I'm a Drake fan. Now, when it comes to hard spitting, I'm more a fan of that than Kiki Do You Love Me.
Of course.
You know, but I like to call a spade, and I like to be, you know, I don't like to give biased opinions when it comes to rap, because I feel like, you know, we gotta be real about the situation. Yeah. So that way you have to be real about it. So that way you don't let people who have asked the art form creep in there. You know, but so I think when it comes to, you know, but to get back on to what we were talking about with Kanye, I think that was a real bitch move, Granddad.
It was, cause you know when I was talking about, you know, a real beef that I would like to see, because let's face it, Drake and Meek Mill would have been good, but I don't know what was going on with Meek Mill at that time. But
he claimed he was on drugs. He said he was lost in the drugs.
No, don't Tyrese that, because that's the same thing Tyrese did, crying on Instagram Live and stuff.
That's so lame.
Exactly. And
anybody who take pictures of themselves crying, you're lame. I'm sorry.
You really are.
How do you find the time?
Exactly. They get 9 likes and deleted later on.
Right, yeah. So we know what you did.
Right. So, you know, you called him out on Twitter and didn't expect him to say anything.
Right.
And so you got caught off guard. That was that. Common, they're both light skinned, so they didn't really even say anything directly, and nobody even really cared about it because it was about Serena Williams.
It really didn't. I mean, it's about Serena. They're supposed to be beefing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know, there's always a pattern with this. People who diss Drake always have an album coming out.
Exactly. So that goes to Pusha T and Kanye. Like I said, when I first heard it, first Life of Adderall,
yeah, how do you pronounce it? What is it?
He just said Life of Adonis.
Right, that's the boy's name?
Yeah.
Oh.
He said Adidon. And stupid name. Anyway. Anyway, like I said, yeah, he first made the diss on Infrared, and then, you know, Drake already doesn't like Pusha T. So Drake does what Drake does in typical Drake fashion. He releases a response immediately.
Right, like he had that weight on him.
Right, and then Pusha T waits about 4 days or something, and then releases Life of Adidon. But, and like I said, I already didn't like how he just went from, like I said, he wasn't saying anything that was like, there weren't bars or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then, you know, yeah, he said, I'll put a ring on make it ring like Virginia Williams on W Freestyle.
Yeah.
To me, that ain't really saying much.
Yeah.
Like, I let it ring on you like Virginia Williams.
Yeah.
But she didn't get married, right?
Yeah, like, well, you know, fiance, but...
Did he call Virginia Williams a hoe?
No, like, he didn't say, that's why Joe...
Right, he didn't say, yeah, that's why I F Joe.
Yeah.
So, and then, Pusha T was just looking, I feel like he was just looking for some excuse, like, oh, well, we're taking it there, so I'm going to take it right here. And then, that goes into how he even got the information.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Drake meets up with Kanye, writes for Kanye.
Right. Does him a major solid.
Exactly, writes for Kanye. Kanye's been with Drake since 2009 when he directed that Best I Ever Had video. And he always worshiping, we all go listen to Drake. Drake is God. Oh my God, Drake. And stuff like that. And then, you know, Drake, like, you know, we cool, so I'm gonna tell you, yeah, so this is what I'm doing with my album. I got a song called March 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a porn star pregnant.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let people know that on my album.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the fact that he had the song already,
Mm-hmm.
and then said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna release the projects in June. I'm gonna release my project in June. I'm not gonna tell you what day in June,
Right.
but June. If I'm like in any career field where I
Right.
love what I do, and I'm talking to someone else who loves what they do,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna talk about ideas.
Right.
I'm writing your ideas, so we're gonna talk about ideas.
Right.
So then, that's when beginning of like May, all of a sudden Kanye just says, "Oh, I got 5 albums coming out, all coming out in June,
Right.
and they all 7 songs because I'm rushing this stuff out because he recorded Yay 8 days before it was due."
What about then Nas' album? How did that even come about? Because they say that's not even Nas' real album, like the song on DJ Khaled. That's not even the album he was talking about.
Exactly, and that was like 2016 when that came out.
Yeah.
When that song came out. Oh, what's it called? Holy Grail, Holy King. It was. Oh, Nas. It was something.
Album.
Yeah, album done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exactly. Now all of a sudden you release all these projects in June, and then on top of that, you're not gonna diss Drake because for some reason you're scared of him.
Because you can't write. Kanye don't rap no more.
Really?
Right. I mean, like, what did you hear on? To me personally, you start seeing a decline on Yeezus.
Yeah, like I haven't really liked the Kanye album since 2010.
Yeah, like Consequence used to write for him anyway.
Really?
Yeah, he somebody used to write for him. So, what is it? Yeezus came out, and you could tell it was more of an experimentation.
Yeah.
It was highly experimented on. And then Pablo came out, and I feel like that's when the experiment had hit. Like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Pablo was nice.
Yeah, like Pablo was musically appealing.
Yeah.
Like not rap wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just more like it was a great listen. It was almost like not a good instrumental, but it was just good beat selections. Number one, transitions, and everything about it was good except for Ye's lyrics.
Yeah.
Like everybody else's lyrics was fine with me. Like especially Chance on Ultra Light Beam.
Yeah.
You know, even though he did kind of almost throw that one together too.
Yeah.
You know.
In which he did release the album when it wasn't even done.
And that's another thing I'm kind of pissed about. Just a side note. What's up, people getting away from CDs? Just print a damn CD.
Yeah, Best Buy said they're gonna stop.
I ain't even been in Best Buy since July 1st.
But anyway, yeah, like it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kanye gets this information from Drake. All of a sudden, he throws together. I got all these albums coming out. Then we find out each album is only 7 songs.
Right.
Which I know people have been having like 40-minute albums and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fine because it's 40 minutes. It's 23 minutes. And his album was basically ad-libs, a lot of ad-libs.
And it's less than an episode of anything.
Right, like, it's literally an episode of like Dragon Ball Super or driving to work.
Right, yeah.
Like, and then on top of that, for some reason, you also tell this rapper, who you know has beef with, I guess your alleged friend,
Right.
be like, hey, he got this song called March 14th. He gonna talk about his kid and everything.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you're in the public talking about, oh, we should all love each other. Slavery was a choice and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, you're gonna let somebody else do your dirty work.
But
and that kind of goes into like with Pusha T going through all these album interviews and stuff, saying like, oh yeah, I got it from the inside source. I got it from the outside source. Pusha T can rap, but you're not that important.
Push the interviews that he's calling.
Oh, so he called all those interviews.
Like, I thought you said, like, didn't you say the one?
Yeah, he called the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, it's like, why are you calling?
Right, because this is literally the peak of his 41 years. Kanye West and Pusha T are 41 years old.
Too damn old.
They're too damn old to be doing all this.
Yeah.
Like you're 40.
It's like I feel like when you're 40 in the rap game, beef is kind of just that's something that shouldn't even it shouldn't even come your way almost.
Yeah, like what's the point?
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even something that you should be looking for because it's kind of like you've solidified yourself. If you're not gonna, nobody just comes in the game at 40 rapping.
Right.
Nobody is a newbie at 40 years old rapping. Like
right.
you ain't coming in the game at 35. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to like. There's certain things that once you get older, you get to a certain age, kind of like, all right, well, that's over with. You know, and now if you're trying to just stay relevant, you need to find another way because at what point does it start to look pathetic? Because, you know, why would I, you know, if I'm the one, I've been going through this rap beef or whatnot, why would I be like, oh, look, come look at me, you know, come talk to me about what I've been doing and all this and that. For what? Just listen. Just push play.
Exactly.
Just push play. I don't have to give you no backstory on this. You know what I'm saying? He know where it come from. Exactly. Just like I know where it come from. But, you know, I just feel like he kind of riding the wave on it. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to make sure that, you know.
I mean, yeah, his name's brought up a lot this summer. Like, but even with all this, still only sold like 72,000 when it first came out, and 20,000 of those were from Drake. If we're being honest.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think that, and it's hard to say because when you say stuff like, that diss track wasn't even that memorable because he was just gossiping.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of rappers, I guess you can say, kind of gossip, but it's their gossip. You know,
right, and it's also there's stuff around the gossip. Like Drake really could have responded.
He could have. He should have.
And you know what? Yeah, like he could have. He should have. And even P Diddy said it was that Biggie had a response for Tupac.
Yeah. And
he read it, and he told him not to respond to it. And Jay Prince. Like, guess he's a big deal or something, because everybody was like, oh, he's one of the OGs, y'all young people don't know about that. So it's kind of like, Drake had all the outlets to diss him, and I see why he has been dissing Kanye West now, because Kanye really is a snake, and the sad part is, I'm not even surprised.
Yeah, that seems like something he'd do.
Yeah, because he just, like, if it was like Jay-Z who was like doing all this, like, oh, really, Jay-Z?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if Hov did that.
Yeah, but Kanye, I can kind of see, and the sad part is, I think a Drake and Kanye beef would be nice.
It would.
It would be really good because they're on the same level.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Kanye's too scared to do that because one thing about snakes, they got a snake hole. So he's just gonna hide out.
Yeah.
He's just gonna keep saying his little positivity and stuff.
Yeah.
I got liposuction because y'all called me fat. Like
he playing the game well.
Yeah, and Kanye really is a disgrace to mental illness because you know those people who are like mentally ill, but you can't say they get away with everything because they're mentally ill.
Who brag about getting a check.
Right. Yeah. And they're fully aware of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is Kanye need to be on disability.
Yeah, I feel like, with him giving that information up, I feel like that's like a real whole move because
it is.
Say I'm producing some track for you or something like that, and one of your friends is producing the track, and y'all are beefing or whatever, and you're like, yeah, so tell me what you think about this track. I was working on this. Yeah, you know, such and such got a baby, right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I know we ain't. I don't know how the conversation went down, but it's like what is your discussion? What is your reasoning for having to discuss Drake when you're recording 5 albums anyway?
Exactly.
So it's like, what's the purpose? So why is he the focal point of your conversations?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think a sense of admiration comes right there, but also is jealousy because, you know, Kanye, he's falling off. You know what I'm saying? He ain't busting like he used to. You know what I'm saying? And Pusha T, he's never really just ascended to a serious, like he's like TN. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And you're respected,
yeah.
But you're not.
Yeah, you're not gonna go too far,
right?
You're like it's kind of like they stick to the rivers and lakes you're used to. Like,
yeah,
I don't like snakes.
Yeah,
I don't like bullies.
No,
and I definitely don't like a band. And Kanye and Pusha T just showed me they're just some 41-year-old bands, and. Like I said, like when you think about it, this beef was just very disappointing.
It was.
Cause like Pusha T blew his load too quick, and then he got it. He got all the information from, you know, I'm not saying they're street. Well, he claims he's street, but Kanye's not street. I'm not saying like they're in the hood or anything like that. But it's just like. That was really. It looked high school. It looked like some high school girl drama.
It did. It wasn't like a confrontation.
Right, and then on top of that, Kanye West released all his team's albums and stuff. Everybody's mad that Tiana Taylor didn't get more, but I didn't know she was a rapper until like a year ago.
She sings though.
She does. Yeah, she does that. But everybody was like, they were disappointed with it because they feel like Kanye shortchanged her because it wasn't done.
And that's another thing. You know, I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what his goals were, his intentions were. But like you said, it seemed like you set out to mess up Drake's, album release date. Or try to at least.
Yeah, and that's another reason why it was disappointing because. Well, I didn't say I wanted Drake to fail or anything, but he like broke all these records, so it's kind of like he really didn't do a dent.
Like Drake,
even though it's like beats are supposed to be for sport, but it's like he literally did nothing. That's a challenge for him now.
I felt like this beat was a waste of my time.
It was.
I feel like it was a serious waste of my time because the only thing that came out of this was that Drake had a son.
Right, and I don't care. Like
I'm not for deadbeat fathers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like you take care of your seed. But however he was supporting her.
Exactly. And then we don't know the story.
Well,
and second, like America supports a lot of deadbeat fathers. Like if we're being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody loves Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre beat all his wives, except for the light skinned one.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, I feel like, but and like I said, I'm not saying this as I come with a very biased opinion.
Yeah.
I just feel as if, if you are so intent on saying Drake, calling Drake out.
Right, and then saying he has to explain that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, to who?
Right.
And why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, like I said, I don't condone that. And if Drake was a friend of mine, then he was doing deadbeat things, then I'd be like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Exactly.
But now I'm at a point where at this point it's kind of like you have to separate the art from the human, from the person.
Right.
Aubrey Graham, I don't know what your intentions are of handling this situation. Drake, you better come out with an album, I know that though.
Exactly. And like, geez, there's been this article going around for like a year about Jay-Z having a son. Ain't nobody.
Every year, every time you turn around, Jay-Z has a son, has a kid somewhere.
Exactly. So, like, he played a good Trump move by saying, "Oh, you gotta explain why you don't have a kid. Why you haven't supported your kid? Because there's people on Twitter who be like, how come you ain't explain that to us? How come you ain't say nothing like they're about to pick up the kid or they gotta like support her or something like that.
Like they've been over there buying them fold chicken nuggets.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like we get too invested into some other celebrities. Like, I know that kind of goes off into another topic, but kind of get too invested into some celebrities' lives. Like, it's not for us to be like, oh, this is what you're doing or this and that. Not true enough. We need to hold people accountable for their responsibilities. But there's a fine line when it comes to listening or just appreciating their art for what they do as a person and holding them accountable for that. Because I don't have Drake's number. I can't hit Drake up and be like, yo, bro, what you doing out here? You know what I'm saying? So why do I care about something like that? Right. Especially when I found out that he's still supporting the child. Right. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? What that got to do? It's like,
but now people would say there's a difference between supporting and being there.
True. It is, but
it's kind of like,
I don't know. But all I know is I felt like when it came down to Pusha T, it was one of those things where it's like, I have to do something. I have to do it quick.
Yeah.
And with Drake, let me back up real quick. Sometimes I feel like it's all set up because you got Jay Prince, Drake, and Pusha T. All of them got albums or a book coming out. And now all of a sudden, this is when, then Jay Prince comes in and saves the day. Nah, man, don't do that. So it's like, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah, too many factors, too much messiness, and then, like I said, nothing truly memorable besides Drake has a kid.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And, I don't think that it was nothing about that beef is something that I think should be taken into account when somebody's like, "Damn, I need to learn how to beef."
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Drake and Pusha T. No. That's not what you look at, because it's not. I think Drake should have responded.
Yeah.
It's like, first off, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's like, not only did you expose something, I'm not gonna say call it dirty laundry, because I really feel like Drake was doing what he had to do to take care of it.
Yeah.
However he felt was right. But you're airing dirty laundry out.
Right.
You're riding the wave in terms of like you're calling folks to be like, yeah, so I did this and I got a lot more I'm sitting on too.
Yeah.
So it makes you wonder how much has Kanye told you.
Exactly. And then it's kind of like, why would Kanye tell you all this stuff when we all know he has some dirt?
Right. And you know what? It made me wonder, just think back on some things. I feel like Kanye has always not felt threatened, but sometimes I feel like he just kind of used certain things to get at, like, he's always hating on Drake, seems like.
Yeah, he said in an article, like, he made Watch the Throne because Drake was a threat, like, he was Thanos or something, like.
Yeah. And so it's like, why have you felt the need for the past year, decade, to get out on this man? We ain't even done nothing to you.
Well, as we said, he's an easy target.
Yeah, he's extremely easy target.
So, I guess at the end of the day, everybody's gonna keep targeting him, and he's still just gonna be around.
But the thing is, we need to stop letting that shit slide.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're allowing people to think that, oh, I can come at you.
Yeah.
The whole point of being at the top is to prove to people why do not come for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody gets to the top and like, oh, I've been here long enough, let me gradually step down. No, you gotta take it from me. But if you're gonna take it, you need to take it right. Because I can easily get it right back from you.
Yeah, and he really thought he really thought.
No.
Yeah, Pusha T would have. This should have been like. That should have been his moment, but he kind of. like I said, he didn't drop the ball, but
he did what he had to do. He wrote it how he's supposed to, and we realized that Pusha T is not that relevant. So that's why it did not seem like it was that long, because it wasn't, because he's not relevant. It's you know, like
he's not like
he's a great rapper. Like I said, I enjoy listening to him. You know, but I call a spade as a spade, and at this point in time, he just doesn't make. Him and Drake are like on two different wavelengths.
Yeah, like,
you know,
Drake has memes, and Drake also, you know, he goes platinum in like a day or two.
Yeah, he definitely.
And he has "Hold On, You're Going Home," "We're Going Home," and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He has enough stuff to keep him here forever.
He does.
So it's kind of like, yeah, you could do that, but it's like, at the end of the day, you know, Drake's still gonna get caught up to host Saturday Night Live again.
Right, yeah.
So,
you know, it's one of those things where it's like, people will do him the favor of forgetting about that.
Okay. So in summary, rappers are sensitive, and beef needs to be here no more.
Yeah, I mean, if you gonna beef right.
Exactly. Beef right. So that was today's episode of Just an Opinion. Jerry Fogg, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I will not be doing all these edits, so it's just gonna be one long take and maybe one chop in the middle. Thank you to the 12 people who watch these videos. Good day and good night.
I don't even like Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I hate the Drake.
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.